So this is part 2. So I did miss some pictures. This is in my cloud under Throwback. And I recall being about right here, talking about strawberry farming, and my sister on the horsey, and I couldn't find the pictures where me and my other sister were on the horsey. And there's Layla Bayham. When my cloud jumped around and I missed some stuff. So what we're going to do is get back on track. Yeah, here we go. Kenny's metal friends. My husband. It's Robin Billinger and Kenny Benji. So this is part 2. And this is Kenny's skin cancer start. There he is with the long hair with Marty Malay. He's been taking skin cancer treatments for a while. There's my mom and dad. My mom is mom and dad, Marie and Sam Costanza. Now, here is Julie Patinella. And this is the reason I have to do part 2. She was my friend that died of leukemia when I was a sophomore, junior in high school. We were best friends since first grade. She went to another school after Mata Dolorosa. We kind of lost touch, but she threw me that surprise birthday party. Here's my sweet 16 picture. There's Kenny's sister holding Graham, and her husband Bob and Winston. And there I am with my 2 boys and Kenny's legs. So, there's Winston. This is Connie Triolo, my mom. Her brother Sammy. My mom in high school. Me singing at my sister's wedding, Karen. With Tina. That's my cousin Susie playing keyboards. Okay, Uncle Reek, he passed. Sharon lives in Baton Rouge and ain't seen us, my dad's sister's old house in Baton Rouge. My grandma Lena. That was at my sister's wedding. Cousin Johnny Calanoda and Rick tending bar. 1870s, those orange pictures kill me. Sharon Seacard, my cousin. Julie Patinella had given me these little sweet trinkets. Okay, high school. Here we go. Mary Lynn, Nicolette, Kim, that's in the top row. Charlene, bottom row. Can't see too well. Cindy Layutza and Phyllis. Can't remember who she was. But that was my high school picture. And like I said, this is just a backup until I can get my scanner and all these hard copies scanned. The bootleg pictures don't do them justice, but my backup is going to be, in case something happens to my cloud and the hard copies, at least have this. And this is from a yearbook, and there I am. Cheerleading picture. We may have seen that one, but this is the one from the yearbook. I'm down here this go round. I remember I used to always be up top, but there I am. By the time I was a senior, my cousin Joan. There's Jamie. By the time I was a senior, there I am up against the fence talking to Nicolette Tuzzolino. Yeah, I was up on top of the little cheerleading structures there, pyramids. There's Nicolette again next to me. And these are my high school. There I am again in the yearbook. And my mom and dad's ad for the barbershop, which we put a shoe store, moved barbershop to the back. Then I went to work next door at the dress shop. All right, so I am pointing a finger at Ray Henderson's head. My cousin Joan, Marilyn Harriard. I think that's Ronnie Henderson. So, you might have seen that one already. And you've seen this one already if you watched part 1. That was me and Rio the cat. And this is a throwback picture of my husband's dad at a Rangers baseball. And there's Winston. And there's, I think that's Graham. And I'm holding Raimi, or somebody younger. And there's Winston, way over there. We're at Joe Pool Lake. I think I'm in that navy shirt there. I think Kenny's in here, holding, or Graham's standing on the ground or something. There's Kenny. Anyway. There I am. There's my dad. He was at Mata Dolorosa School too. There's Miss Betsy Self and Carl Self. My dad and his gun collection from my first wedding with their son Troy Self and my cousin Joan, her sister. This is when we used to have our homecoming parades. So this is definitely a throwback. And there's Ken. Throwback picture when he was, it's Benji. This was before I met him, of course. There's Tong and his little handstand. I was visiting Tong, and Lindsay was his secretary when I got pregnant for Winston on either a beam or a trampoline on one night during a storm. There's Winston in his emo days. Rude Awakening, Cody, and the kid that played the guitar. My brain is Cody, Peyton Stevens, and there's Winston. They're Green Day days. And there's Kenny and his mom and his sister. Kenny and his sister, and his two cousins, Greg, Gordon, and his wife, Bambi. And I think we've seen this. I think that's where it kind of started over. So, I'm going to just thumb through these real quick. Yeah, we've done these. So, I believe I am caught up. And that part 2 has been taken care of. And I don't think I missed any. All right, part 2 done.